Hi, in this video I'll show you how to retrieve the data from the database. So you should have completed the previous tutorial with connection to the database. So you would have something like this in your project: queries, username, password, and URL to the database, and have the connection. So now what we're going to do, we will add a query here. So first I'll add a table name. And I will add an object, prepared statement, and I'll call it select all because this statement will be for getting all the data from the database. So prepared statement has to come from Java library java.sql. And in your constructor, initialize this variable select all by calling connection, prepare statement, and provide the SQL query here. So select all from, and then you can add table name like so. This way, once you modify table in one place, it will be updated in your all the statements that you will have in the end. So now that I have that, I need to create a method. Make sure the method is outside the constructor. So the beginning of constructor is right here. This is the end. So I need to import a couple of things. Import Java util, results set, Java SQL, array list. Also comes from Java util. And this is my model. For us, we will create a different model because our database has refresh. Let me see what kind of data we created. I think it's paper. Yes, so the table name is paper. So we need to create a model class that we can store all the data related to each entry in the database. So paper, and take a look again. So I have here 4 types of variables, 2 integers and 2 string type. So paper ID, color, size, price. Integer. String color. String size. And I need some getters and setters. and I need a toString method. Alright, so I have this so far. Go back to queries and let's refactor this cup into paper. So paper, paper, paper. Alright, I also need this method, create item. I'll create paper. Refactor, rename, paper. We don't need set shape, set color, set price, set size, set ID. So here we have paper color, paper price, paper size, and paper ID. Alright, let's just double check paper ID, paper color size, and paper price. So looks like this is correct. Let's save it. Move to driver class and let's call this method that we just created get all items, and this returns a list of paper items. And let's iterate through the items. And print toString method. Alright, let's run it. Alright, so here I have an exception. Table view cups does not exist. So this will happen. So I see this happen at line 39 when I was trying to execute query. So the thing is the table name that we used supposed to be paper and not cups. So let's modify that and let's run it again. Okay, this time we are getting the two items that we created originally with this SQL script. So the two items that we created, now we can see it. So this is the quick way how to retrieve data from the database. You have to create prepared statement, and then using connection prepare statement provide the actual query, and Then you have to execute query when the user is triggering this. So in our case, the driver plays the role of the user right now. So once you execute the query, you will get result set. And on result set, you can call method next to get the next item. And for each item that you get, you will add it to our list of paper items results. And at the end, return result to the calling method. So in this case, here we code get all items from main method. All right. That's it. I'll create some other videos for getting one item by ID or by some parameter, and also for deleting, updating, and inserting new entries into database.